ain't gonna put both of them together though. But look, we gonna talk about that on the next.
Yeah, we gonna talk about that next. But Mike, thank you for coming.
Oh yeah,
Thank you, Mike. Because you definitely answered some real questions.
We heal. We don't do none of that stuff.
Yeah, we don't do none of that. That's old. We're old. We grown. Make sure y'all come out. Make sure y'all listen to us again.
And we got Girl Boy. We gonna be talking about sucking dick.
Feeling our conversation this week. It's okay. We got you next
week. She said she wanted us to be kind of nice this week. But I appreciate you, Girl Boy, for doing my show today.
Yeah, we appreciate you. We love you. Our favorite
Girl Boy. My favorite hoe. Period.
See y'all next Monday.
Sean is so crazy.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show.
Hey.
Let's put a ring on it. Hosted by the Steezies.
KB and Nate.
Is our relationship gold? Hey, put a ring on it. 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 Is our relationship gold? Hey, put a ring on it. 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 And if you like it, you should have put a ring on it. Yeah. Put a ring on it. The Steezies.
I don't think we can do it together, babe. You make me nervous.
Yeah, check. There we go. Got a little feed. All right, there we go. Welcome to another episode of Put a Ring on It podcast. You know, I'm here. Nate Stallworth, depending on what circle you in. Nate Stallworth or Nate Steezy. We gonna get right to it. This is my beautiful wife here.
Hello, KB.
Yeah, hold your mic up, man. It's too low.
Oh, KB, Leah Stallworth.
Yeah. I wanted to introduce her real quick because today is actually our second anniversary. So this is 2 years of marriage today. So this is a very special show. And on top of that, our co-host was on time today.
He was. He walked in and I was like,
Yeah.
What you got to say for yourself, bro?
Yeah, I'm on time.
and he brought wine.
I'm on time.
And he brought wine.
Just in case, you know what I'm saying? I came in with a bang today.
He brought wine. That's just like we be talking about. It's always grandma's house. Don't nobody bring me nothing. They always bring her some wine or something. They be like, "What up, Steve?" Like, here you go, KB. I brought this for you.
KB ain't complaining, you know what I'm saying? We good.
Would you say it again for the people in the back?
Hey, as long as she ain't complaining, I'm good.
Yeah, that sounds like my household right there. So shout out to you, baby. 2 years of marriage.
Oh, thanks, babe.
And by this being an anniversary show, we got a very good guest today. So this is a guy that I've always seen, you know what I'm saying? I've coached kids that he's trained. I played against kids that he trained. Either way that it go, they animals. He's making a dent in the community, you know what I'm saying? He's so positive, and it's black ownership. So,
Black
you know, we
excellence.
only bring black excellence on the show, or at least what we feel is black excellence around this area. So I feel very good and very privileged to have this guy in the studio and interview him today. And I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
All right, I'm Chris Huff, owner of Performance 80 Fitness. Pretty much everybody in the city know who I am. Well, outside the city, I'm nationwide.
Yeah.
So I'm known around. So I'm the go-to guy to get your athlete ready, or any everyday person.
Yeah, that's what's up. So like you said, Chris Huff. Now the name of your gym is P80.
P80, Performance 80.
Yeah.
P80, The Cave. Names and kind of changed throughout the years, but the official name is Performance 80 Training LLC.
Okay, and that's what it is. Now, where's your building located?
We're in Ferndale on Hilton, 1304 Hilton in Ferndale, in between 8 and 9 Mile.
Now, for the people that don't know what P80 is, because I know because I follow you. Me and my wife be looking at it. I be like, yeah, you want to go work out with him? She be
Yeah.
like, no, you too much already. I ain't going over there. So for the people that not familiar with P80, explain to them, what you got going on.
Well, we're a customized gym where we're functional training, where we train pretty much all the top athletes around. I would say our main clientele is athletes and women. So we'll train anybody, but I would say that's our main clientele. We've been in business 25 years now.
Put a ring on that right there.
Yeah.
Give it up for that. Yep, 25 years.
That's what's going on. So how did you start in this business? 25? Because I didn't know it was that long.
I was a college athlete.
Okay.
Ran
I knew
track.
that. Okay.
Ran track, played football. When I got to college, I didn't know what I wanted to do with myself. Went right in. I went to school with my best friend, so he's an accountant, which he's one of the bigger accountants around, CPA. So I said, I'm going to just do what my friend do. Took that first test.
Yeah.
Got to drop it.
Put a ring, put a drop on it.
Got to drop
That is not my path.
So
That is
I'm
yours, sir.
hanging out in the sports complex with our strength and conditioning coach. I'm like, man, this is what you do. And I'm like, I'm a gym rat. Everybody know I'm a gym rat. I'm like, man, you get paid to do this. So
Yeah.
I started hanging around him a little bit more and got a little interest in what he was doing. And P80 was born because 80 was my college football number.
Okay.
And then P80 was born through, in school.
Yeah. What college did you
I
go to?
graduated from Hillsdale College.
Hillsdale. See,
Yep.
I knew that. And I got some trivia questions about Hillsdale later
Okay,
too.
that's cool.
We going on. But you say you're a gym rat, but I tell you one thing: anybody that goes sleeveless, you already know is a gym rat.
I mean, that's like a sign.
That's a sign.
He work out.
Kind of my little persona that I
arms
carry.
It's so big.
Especially a
sleeves.
hooded cutoff.
A hoodie short sleeve, a hoodie sleeveless.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah,
Capone said that when you walked in. He said you look like one of them guys that choke up little boys. Like, yeah, get your shit together.
No, you shake them up. You know what I'm saying?
Just
all
shake
you
'em.
do is shake them up. Like, look here now, goddammit.
That's what's up. After Hillsdale, so that's what led you into it? Right after Hillsdale, you hopped
pretty
right
much
into
I
it?
hopped into it right in school. I ran track, played football. Then I started training some of the athletes there. I kind of trained a lot of the women's track team because I was around track a lot. So I started training some of the girls, a couple of guys on the track team, and then it just grew from there.
Nice.
Yeah,
I want to know what position you play when you play football.
when I got this, people find it crazy. When I got to college, I played quarterback, and then they switched me to receiver, and I played receiver all five years. I played 5 years. They switched my position when I got there.
I didn't think you was gonna say quarterback. I did
Right.
not. That was a surprise.
Yep, all my whole life. That's what I played my whole life.
Really?
That's another story within Hillsdale. They wasn't ready for one of us to play quarterback when I got
Yeah.
there.
Wow.
That makes
Now,
sense.
where is Hillsdale exactly?
Hillsdale, Michigan is like about 30 minutes outside or away from Jackson, on like the Ohio Indiana border.
Okay, south.
Okay.
Yep, south,
Yeah,
yep,
yeah.
yep, Southwest, yep, Michigan, yep, right
Yeah.
there.
And that's a Division II?
Division
or
II school,
Okay,
yep, Division
yeah.
II, yep,
I ain't know if
private
it was-
college, yep,
If
private.
it was that or NIA.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but okay.
Right, we talking God talk.
I know most of the stuff, but wait, what?
Well, describe Hillsdale, same conference like Ferris, Grand Valley, Wayne State.
Okay.
We're in the same conference. Well, we just left the conference recently. Hillsdale just left the GLIAC not too long ago. So, but that's the conference we've been in for years.
Okay, now that makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I also wanted to know, so you say you've been in business for 25 years.
Yes.
And you're located in Ferndale. Has that always been your location?
No, this is like my fourth building. I started off in Redford, which I was there for a pretty long time, and we kind of outgrew the building. Moved to Southfield. Southfield was probably when business was booming. Business was booming. didn't go so well. Had to bring lawyers in.
Oh, wow.
But they tried to force my neighbors because we were so busy. You know, those people tried to start telling on us, and our people start saying, well, he's doing this and he's doing that, which I wasn't. But, you know, we got into that. We settled out of court, but my lawyer was like, it's best for you to move. Then we moved to Oak Park, which I thought I was going to be for a while because I live in Oak Park.
Okay.
And we was in Oak Park, you know, for a good little while. And then one mysterious night, 2 buildings down, fire caught on,
Yeah.
came around and burned the whole building down.
Which
I
was
lost
another
everything.
one of my questions
I lost,
on that.
I lost everything
Wow.
in a matter of 2 hours.
Now,
3 years ago, anniversary just passed. 3
I
years
just
ago.
seen that. I had that in my notes to
3-year
ask about.
anniversary
Now,
just passed.
How did that start? It didn't start in your building,
A chemical fire, 2 buildings down.
and it spread it down
It
to
spread,
the
you know,
building.
that's-
chemical spread fast. So it spread it to next door, then to our building. I thought, because was the only one there, so I called, you know, I called Oak Park Fire Department. I got in trouble for that because I blasted everybody because it took them forever. I thought if they could have got there, because I'm a lot of friends with a lot of cops and a lot of
Yeah.
people in Oak Park. I've been in Oak Park about 16, 17 years, so I know everybody. So I was a little angry at the time. So when I called, it took them forever to get there. I thought they could have got and put that out and they never spread it. But once they spread it, it was a whole complex. I'm maybe about 6, 7 businesses.
Oh, wow.
So it went from one building, hopped over the atrium, the fire blew over to the next building, and just pretty much destroyed the building complex. Not there anymore. It's just concrete slab there now.
They didn't even rebuild it
No,
after
they
that.
couldn't. Couldn't. The structure was on. They wouldn't even. You had to sign a waiver if you wanted to walk in.
Wow.
So if you walked in and some caved in on you, it wasn't their fault.
Right.
Because I wanted to walk in to see what I could still salvage
Exactly.
from in there. So
So after that happened, what's your next move?
my next move when it happened, I post pictures of it all the time. I'm sitting in my truck with one of my homeboys. We sitting there. I'm looking at the fire. I'm like, man, what's my next move? I look over, my wife crying, like all the ladies that been around me crying. I'm like, wow, what's my next move? First thing I thought, man, Hard to Kill. And that's where my logo Hard to Kill came from. I'm
Yeah.
like, man, this not going to bury me. That next day, I was in the park training. That next day, I got all my people. I said, if you got an LA Fitness membership, we're going to rock there 5:30 in the morning. Luckily, it didn't rain, but like 3 times that whole summer. So all my classes was outside in Oak Park and Shepherd Park or at Oak Park football field. So I was doing everything in the park, everything. So kind of
And
worked.
people still showed up.
Oh, you talking about the hundreds. I'm talking about, my classes are pretty deep. So you talking people coming 60, I'm doing outside all day long. So I'm driving from gym to gym all morning long.
Wow.
Grinding for pretty much for 3 months because I got back up and running in about 3 months.
Yeah. See, but that's the type of stuff that we like to talk about on the show, like the determination or more so the action. Because a lot of people talk, a lot of people have great ideas, but a lot of people don't go to action. And then after something like that, like a fire to take away everything, it'd be easy not to want to do
Most
nothing.
people fold.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true for the
Exactly.
story.
Yeah.
Most people,
So,
most
but instead
people
of not
fold.
doing nothing, he said, I'm about to continue this, start this in the park, you know what I'm saying, and get the ball rolling on something else. That's why, you know what I'm saying, we bring you on the show. They're the type of people we like to bring on the show to show that our community, that it take action. You know what I'm saying? We talk too
Right.
much in our
Which
community.
the community support me big. During that time, the community supported me pretty big. They backed me because
Yeah.
I was on every news station.
Yeah.
4, 2, 7, WJR, anything you can name, like locally, like news or radio.
Yeah.
They was interviewing, calling me. P80 is a big part of our community and for our kids. So it was pretty
Absolutely.
big. It was pretty big. So
And I'm gonna go back. See, they didn't support you. What they did was take a good business and run with it. Like Orlando Stevens was up here last week
Oh,
and
yeah.
talking about support, and support only lasts for so long. So I'm getting that in my head
I
too.
like
to
that,
stop
what he
using. I
said,
like what
too.
he says. Not
Yeah.
support. They found quality and they're sticking
In the
with
service that you
Yeah.
get.
it. You know what I'm saying?
and a lot of people get it like it's support. Sometimes people don't realize it's what you can do for them. You may call it support, but you are providing something for them.
Right.
So it ain't like you supported me, but you are providing something for them.
Right.
So they're getting something out of it. So it's not. It's a two-way street as I look at it. I'm giving you my all, and you give me. So it's equal. I kind of think it balanced out to me.
Yeah,
But
I
a lot-
get what
and
you're
I think
saying.
a lot of people get support. Now I do have my supporters, my ride or dies, but I do have people they there because what I can do for them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And if I'm not giving them nothing, they can care less if I open another gym another day. But I have my supporters and I have the people that's around me, what I can do for them.
Yeah, and that's good both ways, because that's what he was talking about. Like, your supporters is really not going to be your family or the close people to you all the time.
Not at all.
Right.
It's gonna be people you don't even
that
know.
you don't even
Not
know
at all.
that come and blast you the most and support it the most. So that's why he just say it's a service, it's not support. Because supporters have a time limit on it.
Yes.
No, because he was just saying he put a spin on it, you know,
Yeah.
where it's
Yeah.
like, you know, just the word support, it can be looked at 5 different ways. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So he just was like, I don't like using that word because
Mm-hmm.
it just seemed like it's a limited time type of word. You know what I'm saying?
It's
If
a
you-
strong word.
If you come mess with me, then you come mess with me. You know what I'm saying? It's not a support at that time. It's just that this is what we do.
Yep.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And since we on the subject now, I asked everybody that come on here, how important is it to support black businesses?
Well, I get that a lot.
I don't
now.
call anyone's business small, like
No.
small business. I don't call that.
Now,
but
I
black
have
business,
a
black
thing
business.
about the black, business thing, because everybody think automatic. If I'm a black business, you're supposed to support me automatic. And,
Right.
and you know
We
me.
talk about this all the
and,
time.
And me, I'm a good business. I'm not just a black business.
Right.
I'm a good business for everybody.
Right.
So I don't want you to just label me as a black business. I'm a business.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I want to be worldwide. I don't want to be known just in the black community.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
And what do I try to frequent black business? Of course I do. But if it's a bad business, I'm never going back. I'd rather go to the next person who got the good
yeah, because
business.
you want quality.
I want
That's,
quality.
that's what it
you
is.
know?
You want to be known as a quality
Yeah. And-
business person.
And that's what we lacking at in the black community. Everybody want to start a business and don't have no knowledge of running a business.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody want to say, man, you look at Instagram, everybody swear they got some type of business and have no business sense or knowledge how to run a business. And if everybody lived in my shoes for a week, they'd be like, wow. I don't want to do what he do. Because, I'm
Exactly.
up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and look, I'm leaving the gym right now from training just to get right here to get up. Because you asked. If it was
Yeah.
somebody else, I probably would say, nah, I'm busy.
Question.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate we're gonna put a ring on that too.
Right.
I got a question. You know what I'm saying? Your business you've been in business for 25 years.
Yes.
So I don't know how old you are now, but I'm just saying.
49.
You're 49. So you 25 years, you was a younger man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Do you think that you do better business now that you're older as a business person or when you were younger? Like, what do you think?
Well, I'm pretty much the same person. I think I do things I'm more organized
More
now.
organized. Yeah, that's the
Organized
question,
now,
right?
and I'm more business-like now. It's like, it's business, nothing personal. Back then, a little homeboy come up to me like, oh, man, I got you. Come on. I don't care what you got. Right now, I'm like, I don't know, man. I still got
know that's right.
I don't know, bro.
Right.
Somebody
Yeah.
like, oh, man, can I get a month for $100? Where they do that at?
Yeah, I'm in business. You
But
know
I
what I'm
remember
saying?
10, 15 years ago, you did. Well, that was 10, 15 years ago when I was on that We Are the World. I was trying to save everybody.
Right.
You can't save everybody.
You cannot.
That's true.
And I was
Okay.
trying to save everybody in my community. I was trying to, if you wanted to lose weight, I was trying to help athletes that wanted to be great. I was trying to help athletes that didn't have no support from their parents. Most people know kids basically grew up with me. I watched families, kids grow up through my system. They're family men now. That's and women now. My kids can always come back to me. When they done playing sports, they can still come back to me and be part of the family, because most.
Right.
By you being in sports and coaching, most coaches, once the kid's done, they wash them up and throw them away and don't mess with them no more.
I agree.
And I can name some kids off rip that I feel people don't mess with because they're not great anymore. But that doesn't mean anything. They still need that hug from us.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
and that's why I come in. And I think a lot of our kids can keep coming back, which I call them P80 kids. They can always come back forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That's amazing.
That is good. Yeah.
That's what's up.
And I seen you post online one time, and it kind of correlate with that. You said, "What's the difference between advice and criticism?" So, what's your answer to that?
Well, I can try to, man.
'Cause you
can
see
say it
mine.
because everybody always trying to tell me what I should be doing.
Right.
So that's why I put it up there. Everybody always like, you don't live in my shoes.
Exactly.
So you can't tell me you have never ran a gym before. It's different. I'm not a corporate business. I don't think I'm a mom and pop business, but you're not in my shoes. So your advice telling me, it just, it's just ridiculous. I tell people just all the time, if you can, if you tell me something, I can take constructive criticism.
Right.
But if you know nothing about it, shut up.
Yeah. Right. Clearly.
Yeah, we talk about that too. We talk about that with relationships. How they have no training.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
Lord.
Like, you can't tell me nothing if
You
you,
don't got
ain't
no
never been through
experience.
nothing. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I'm
say
just
that.
saying, if certain things you can't speak about if you've never. It's like taking, like you were saying, taking advice from somebody who's never been married.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, about marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man, shut up.
It's null and void.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It can be. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you this too. So starting since it's been a 25-year journey,
Yeah.
how have the goals changed, you know, in 25 years from then to say the new goals? Because I already can tell a person like you, we reset the bar.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So where does the goals moving forward?
Right now, I would say money is a little important right now because I'm older.
Yeah.
And I have to think about. I have grandchildren, so I have to look. I got to think about leaving a legacy, something,
Yeah.
Right.
something that can keep moving on after me. So money is definitely back then. You know, I was month to month. I was like, I can hustle and get the money. I can hustle and get the rent up. Now it's more business like now. It's more, I'm trying to think about the future when I'm not here, or, you know, when I can start up, I don't want my kids to ever struggle. So I got older children, so I don't want my kids to ever struggle. So they always got something. If they want to come in and do what I do, they always can have something to do. And, you know, our business is always producing money. So if my business not producing money, my kids can't live or my grandkids can't eat.
Yeah.
So I got to make sure my business is successful. So it takes money.
Yeah.
I know.
Hey,
You ain't got
I
to
don't
tell
have a
me.
problem with that attitude.
I mean, after
It sounds great to me.
Well, it's a big culture shock for the people I'm dealing with because they used
Yeah.
the old Grizzly, like the nice guy, like, oh, come on, well, them days over with.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
So they're used to that guy. So a lot of people some people are taking it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Well, our people always do that, so they'll be all right.
And I can understand because I'm kind of like that. And
I was
my
about to
wife-
say. I was just about to
Yeah,
say.
you know.
I can't believe he just co-signed what you said because he'd be like,
I was gonna say that.
well, everything is not about money. I said, to who? Baby, because
But
I
again-
do the spreadsheet every month, and if it ain't adding up,
But again, like he said, you know, we have stages, so it's gonna be a stage when it's
Yeah.
no, I don't do
now-
those stages.
Right now, I'm still in the building and established. So once we established
stages.
as much as P80, then you
in
know
stages.
we can
Boy,
kind of
bye.
In
autopilot it.
stages. But you need her to be like that though.
Exactly.
I do
Because
need
as
that.
a man, like Grizzly said, it was, you know what I mean? Like you come a time where you trying to help everybody, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Then it come a time where it's like, look, I can't do
You
that no
realize
more.
it.
You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
I love that about Nate. That's one of the reasons I love him because he thinks like that.
But
But you my husband now.
you know,
You gotta think
make
about
some
me
money now,
first.
right?
I
You
mean,
can't think about everybody else.
you know, like I say, and like I heard Jules Santana say, I'm here to be used. Everybody's here to be used.
True.
But I'm not here to be misused.
I love that. I was like, write that down, babe. We
Yeah.
watching it, and he was like, oh, that is
Yeah,
good.
that's a good
I
one. So we
got
gotta
a
put that
question.
down.
So after all these, you never wanted to like open another gym, like
Yeah, that's
more
what I-
gyms?
Well, that's some of the things we're doing right now. I wouldn't say open another gym. I love that home base. I want PA to always be authentic. You got to come to us. It's
Right.
the one and only.
Okay.
So when you come there, you get the full experience. Not that
That cookie
not
cutter.
that where everything is cut down. When you come to PA, you actually going to deal with me personally. Like when you get all these other different gyms, I might have a gym in Atlanta, but you might not never see me. So that's not P80. I'm
Right.
P80. So most people come to P80 because they want to see me. So I try to make sure my face is always dominant in my gym. So you're gonna always see me more than in the gym than the people that work for me.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a great way to sustain your business
Yeah.
because you don't lose. That's quality control,
Yeah, no, I don't want to be corporate. I like being who I am. You know,
and that's quality control.
Yeah.
Either way, you know, it's all you there to keep it authentic. Because sometimes, you know, we like to travel a lot, so we be gone for long periods of time, and I feel like when we do that, the quality doesn't be in the building.
And luckily,
the
I'm
sales
grooming,
go down.
and that's why I'm grooming the people. That's what I'm grooming the people around me to somewhat be like me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say you're always gonna be me, but somewhat be like me. Because now, me and my wife want to get out a little bit more now.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do more like traveling to other places to train people. Atlanta is like our
that's a good
first stop.
idea.
Atlanta is like our first stop. We eyeing to do more business there.
Mm-hmm.
Where I go there more, do speed training, do whatever, teach a class, wherever it may
Yeah.
be.
I got
Because
the
that's a
perfect
spot.
guy for you down there too. I'd
Yep.
love to plug you with.
Yep.
Perfect guy.
Yep, so,
So does your wife do like classes too?
yes, my wife teaches Zumba.
Oh,
she
cool.
do specialty classes. Yeah, she's a big part of the
KB.
business. Yeah, she ain't just the books.
Okay.
No, she just
KB.
she's-
I
There
like
you go.
Zumba. That's
Yeah.
like you know, if I can do that instead of working out with him, I'll do that.
Yeah. There you
Well,
go.
Why don't you then?
There you go.
Anyways,
Anyway, that's another
There you
question.
go. We gotta hook up. We gotta hook up with his wife.
yeah, I want to take some more classes.
Right. So now let me ask you this lastly, like a person here in Detroit, the next person who see P80, see your story, and say, I want to do that. I want to do what Huff doing. What advice would you give them?
Now, stay in your lane and be you. Don't try to be me because there's so many people that I can help and try. Well, I bring in my building and try to help, and they try to, like you say, you try to steal the secret sauce, but you don't know how to cook it.
Yeah.
So a lot of
You don't
people,
got all the ingredients.
if you look at a lot of the gyms. I hate to be brash and arrogant, but if you look at a lot of the setup of the gyms around here, they look like my gym.
Hey,
And most of the people are trying to do what I do. And now people may not want to admit it or might not want to say it, but I will say it that most people are mimicking what P80 do.
put a ring on that.
But when you great, you know, when
Yeah.
you great,
And I accept that. You know, I accept
Yeah.
being great. Most people
And-
try to shake
yeah.
that
Yeah.
off. And a lot of people know I call my training GOAT training. It is what it is. And I try to make people understand, it's going to be a long time before you shake the king down.
Man, yeah.
hey, when you
love
good,
it.
somebody gonna, hey, they gonna try to follow.
My cousin just posted swag looks like arrogance on people who have none. Ooh, put a ring
Ooh,
on
that was a good one, babe.
Swag look like arrogance to people who ain't got none. Shout out to Darren Brown right there for that one. He probably watching.
I know,
You know what I'm
right?
saying? So that's a good one. Stay in your lane. So stay in your lane.
Do you?
Stay in your lane. Find something that's you and build on it. Don't do what somebody else doing because you know
Yeah.
Instagram, everybody trying to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Everybody trying to do the wildest video out there.
Yeah.
You watch
That
my
makes no
video,
sense.
it's nothing wild about my videos. Truthfully, all you're gonna see is nice booties. That's number one. You're gonna see that.
I'm coming to the
And
gym.
you're gonna see some of the fastest kids in the country, and you're gonna see some of the strongest kids in the country. And every now and then, I may throw a video of me doing something. And everybody know I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers
Hey,
around.
nah, I do
Period.
want to talk
Boo.
about that. Dude, what's up with the barefoot squats?
I saw that.
Well, I feel grounded.
Okay,
And,
okay.
You know, both of my parents are from the South.
Yeah.
And I spent a lot of summers in Alabama up until I was 17. That was what we did. My parents sent us to Alabama every summer. So that's what I did. I spent a lot of time with my grandparents, and that's what the kids did down there. You know, they ran the streets with no
Barefoot.
shoes on.
This is true.
You know what's so crazy about that is, it is because I look at I'm from Jamaica,
Right,
man. So standing on the ground barefooted is so beneficial to your body.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When you say you grounded, you actually are. You know what I'm saying? It's like real talk, barefooted and just people that walk around with shoes on all day, like this Western world we living in.
Yeah.
It's like we missing something. We don't even know.
Wow.
That's why the animals is still connected. You know what I'm saying?
Bottom of my feet,
Sometimes
soft
you
as
gotta
hell.
get barefooted. You know, you gotta connect. You know what I mean? And
Wow.
I believe in that. I believe in that. I ain't about to walk around barefooted.
My
Shit out here
sister-in-law,
fuck you up.
you know, she's big on grounding and everything, but I always see him on here with 400-500 pounds on the rack
And barefoot.
and barefoot. I be like, man. First off, that's too much weight because he older than me, and I
You
wouldn't
need
put.
some
I can't
cushion
put that
on
on
your
the bar. I can't put that on the bar, man. It'd be too much. My back too old for that. So
Baby.
I applaud him just for that alone.
I can't.
Huff Grizzly.
Exactly. The name,
Right.
the
That's
name
Huff
says it all.
Grizzly. Come on now.
Your name says it all.
Period.
So again, having people stay in their lane, and what I was gonna say is what made me follow you and what made me keep following you, because it's like you said, it's a lot of people online that do this, and me having young athletes, I can see what you're doing and the beneficial thing, because that's what a lot of, like, you know, my son is a pretty popular kid in the sports,
Yeah.
you know, little league
For sure,
sports,
yep.
but I don't really boast what he be doing a lot or the accolades that he get, because I don't think they really mean anything.
'Cause he's a young athlete right now.
Right,
Yeah.
right now, and I don't
Yeah.
want him to take that the wrong way. Like,
Which a lot of kids
I
are.
made it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm in this. I'm ranked. I made it. So I make sure I keep
And
all
get
that.
to high school and ain't worth it.
Exactly. Exactly. And we all seen it too many times. But also the people who do be training them that act like they know what they're talking about, making these crazy exercises and stuff that has nothing to do with the sport that they playing.
Exactly.
I don't see that happen with you. It's my point. And that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I played this game to the highest degree. So a lot of people got paid a lot of money to train the teams that I was on.
Mm-hmm.
So the things that I learned throughout the years from these people is kind of similar. It's like a bunch of huffs that I came across in my life. So I try to instill that in my kids, which is probably the only reason you haven't seen them yet. But getting into high school, I'm gonna have to send him over there.
You're going to have to.
But I know what I'm looking at is what I'm saying. And I know when I'm looking at what he doing, it's the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to put a ring on that too. Because he's doing it the right way.
No, but I just, and when you said that, I was like,
And she know too.
he is very,
I'm picky.
very picky. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to training the boys. And so I feel like he always has to be the coach of them. Like they have their coach and he's like, I'm going to help them coach because I know I want my kids to know this.
Yeah.
And then he wants the other boys to know it as well. But I be like, you gotta let go and let somebody else. He be like, I don't gotta do nothing. These my kids.
I do, and I will when people know where I'm at or above, like him. I can send them to him and turn my
I
back.
get what he's talking about. Hey,
But if I know
don't
a
let
person-
anybody just train your children.
That's what he
If I
said.
know
There's
you
a
don't have
lot
the
of fake
knowledge.
stuff. It's a lot of fake stuff out
Exactly.
here, and he know how the little league game going now. That's a whole different.
Yeah,
that could
man.
that could be a 2-hour topic. How
I'm
little
so
league-
glad
this-
they out of there.
The
honey.
state of little league is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
it's dire.
What's going on?
It's in dire straits.
I feel like it's not for the kids. It's for these adults
Yeah.
that's trying to relive their life through the kids.
Put a ring on that. I won't even say they're trying to live their life
I don't
through the
know.
kids. They're living their life.
They living their life. They feel that's their life.
Yeah, they're
That's
living their life.
You can see a coach walking around at a game. I'm PAL champion. I'm like, yeah, that's PAL, bruh. It's okay.
Like, oh,
It
simmer
doesn't-
down,
it doesn't
grasshopper.
mean- It doesn't mean
It's fabulous.
you rule the world. Like, it's still Little League football where if you got 3 of the fastest kids, you win games.
Period.
That's
If
all.
you got 3 of the fastest, and 3 of
Exactly.
the biggest,
And you win.
You winning.
If you got 3 of the fastest kids on your team, you're gonna win.
Bro.
It's just bottom line. You're gonna win.
It's so funny to me.
They over bragging.
Yeah, they're about the wrong stuff
Like these
though.
skills is just like
Got these
man.
kids head
Listen.
pumped up.
he a little more blunt with it. I kind of stay out of it. I read it all because they add me in all these groups. I read it, but I kind of don't say it. But he'll say stuff because he has a word that I like. It's called a professional Johnny Rider. I don't really know what that is, but I see him posted a lot when he's talking about sports. So, you know what I'm saying?
You know,
What
there's
is a
these
professional
guys just
Johnny
they
Rider?
jump on the hottest thing they see. They ain't got nothing to do with it. That's my little nephew. I'm like, you never talk to that kid a day of his life. And everybody just jump on that. They jumping on the wagon.
They doing that?
They jump. Johnny
Wow.
riding. This city is so big with Johnny. This city is full of hate and Johnny riding. That's what Detroit is.
That sound like some.
Professional Johnny Rider.
You gonna put me?
That tickle me every time that I see that.
I get put in
online.
Facebook jail all the time for that.
Oh man.
Yeah, people out there gonna enjoy that one because they gonna know if they follow you, they gonna know exactly what we're talking about. when you say
Everybody
it.
know I'm pretty blunt. My words, I don't hold my words up for nobody.
Man,
Right.
that's how we get it. So being a football player and that come with a lot of weightlifting and athletic training. What gets you into doing these classes with all these beautiful women? Excuse me, baby. All these beautiful women and the booties on the camera, like he said earlier. How did you get this type of following?
Know how I got that following. I'm a happily married guy that women can feel comfortable around me, where they can feel that they can work out and be comfortable, because my business is a lot of sleaze bags in it.
Amen.
And they in it for the wrong reason.
Right.
My wife is always in the gym with me.
Mm-hmm.
If you follow any of my pages, I speak on my wife pretty frequently.
Yeah.
And every profile picture you follow on any page is a picture of me and my wife.
Right.
So I make it very clear. I'm married. I don't want you. I don't want you. Is this business? And the stories I hear from a lot of women that come in the gym, like a lot of women, so have men, been broken, come in, and this gym has just lit them back up, and their life is back sparked up, and they back they back up.
Put a ring on that right there.
Wow.
You know, sometimes the gym life is people's space to
Yeah.
get them back going.
It is.
And I've seen a lot of women get back
Trust.
on their horse and back to where they need to be
That confidence.
after they've been and got beat down by whoever.
By life.
Life,
You know what I'm saying?
or,
Right.
you know, when.
Yeah.
Or Tyrone.
What Tyrone?
Let's just tell
Well,
you.
I was trying to
want
keep
to
it
say
that way.
Tyrone. I say life.
That verbal abuse, thinking they're not pretty or whatever,
Yeah.
and they just took it and they start believing it. And I think a lot of women coming to our gym is pretty, you know, they beautiful, but they think they're not because somebody told them that, and that's somebody, that Tyrone,
Yeah.
trying to keep them in that little box,
Right.
and didn't want them out that box. So now when they gone, they out that box, they're not confident
Working out
anymore.
confident.
But that gym bring that confidence back in.
Yeah.
It
So,
do. It do.
and our women, I got
Absolutely.
women I've been training 15, 20 years. I ain't never been anywhere else.
That's,
See,
and that's a long
beautiful.
time.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, but gym, like, workout does help you work out the pain too. You know what I mean? Like, I done found myself going to the gym because I was hurting. You know, not physically, but you know, mentally, and just
Let
gotta
off
go
some
and just
stress.
go let it out. Or, you know, go do it at the gym. You know what I'm saying? And it worked.
Now, people say, you know, men and women got commitment issues, but he talking about he didn't train people for 10, 15 years, so that proved right
That's
there.
commitment.
That ain't right.
It
Shoot,
is.
you know, hey, we commit to barbers and trainers, so that's a lie that we don't like commitment out here.
Right. Some people go months without getting their hair cut because they can't get no appointment with this one person, and it's millions of barbers in the area. They're like, no, I got to go to my guy.
Yeah, we got to take that over into relationships. right
But
there.
I mean, I just want to be your friend though, cause I ain't really ready for all that.
Hey, if
But you've been
got
going to Dwayne for 15 years.
Yeah, been on Dwayne, but Tyrone fucked it up. Tyrone fucked it up. Anyway, you know, pivoting a little bit, you just spoke eloquently about your wife. How long you been married?
We'll be 23.
Oh,
in August.
wow.
23 years. Put a ring on that.
Whoa.
Now, that can't be an easy road at all.
Pretty easy. I would
Really?
say,
Thank you. I appreciate you saying that.
And that's what I was about to say.
Thank you.
We're married 23. We're
thought
close to
about-
being
yeah, I
together
switched that
about
up.
30. I will say it's been. She the reason why who I am today. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be me. Because she lifted me up when I was like, fuck everybody.
Yeah.
You know, and she was the one that got me to believing in, you know, what I can do and everything. Because this business is hard to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just can't jump in and say, I'm a trainer and make money. Because a lot of people are fake Instagram trainers. But how can you be a trainer? You're at Planet Fitness. You don't even own that shit. You got to ask to come in.
Right.
You ain't got no keys.
You ain't got no keys. When they close, you're done.
You're done.
I can
That's
wake up
right.
at 2 a.m. and go in my gym.
If that's
So-
where you want it.
Period.
So this business is kind of hard to be in and be successful at it. So a lot of people it's fake. A lot of people on Instagram because the most cut up person are not the best trainer.
Right.
Don't fall in that.
Genetics is a thing.
Don't fall in. And yes, it is. Yes, it
Yeah,
is.
but they be taking
know-
creatine and Oatine
but I know-
and
There's some
I know
people
some
out here that
people,
just
that
naturally
ain't done nothing.
They ain't did nothing.
Six-packed up,
Yeah.
dressed up.
Oh yeah, they
All
they
that.
out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of them got out of prison,
I always
but-
tell people, be careful who you train with.
Yeah.
Ask a lot of questions. And if your trainer cannot ask questions, you better get the hell away from them. Because my degree is in kinesiology and physical education. And I have multiple certifications. I can't even count them now. So if your trainer cannot answer the questions that you want, that means he's fake. He's just a dude that just said, "Man, I play sports. That's a quick way to get quick little money." So in which in our sports, in football, you got a lot of guys out here trying to train kids that have no background and should not be touching anybody's
Haven't
kid.
even played high school.
Man, and they trying to train kids, and
Right.
it's crazy to me. I'm
That's
like, man,
crazy.
you got to have. That's like you having that back alley mechanic work on your car, and then it break down.
No
you
longevity,
you can't do nothing to them because you sacrificed going to the back alley mechanic.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah.
Pushing
did.
these kids too hard, blowing
So, yeah.
they career
And that's
before
another
they even
thing.
get started.
It's levels to it. Like, you can't do that to a little kid's body that ain't even fully developed yet. Like, you pushing them, that you can't do
There's
that.
just ways that people
Yeah.
got to know the ways.
You can
of,
push 'em. They gotta
you got
rest.
to push them and rest, man. Everybody
Have
know
to
my
rest.
track kids. I'm big. We big on recovery.
Yeah.
I'm big on recovery.
people not big on
I'm big on
recovery.
recovery. If you ask any of our track kids, we will never practice on a Friday ever, or Sunday, unless it's a holiday or we got to go out of town. But Friday and Sunday, we don't mess with our kids. They don't see us. They don't see us at all.
Gotta rest.
So
So yeah, but back to the initial question, your wife was instrumental in getting you here to where it is. Because I know my wife, she'll follow me to the ends of the earth too. But I gotta hear her mouth all the way though.
Absolutely. Yeah, she will. No, it's just I believe in whatever it is that he says he want to do, and I believe that he's gonna do it. But certain things you have to do them certain ways, and we're gonna do it the right way.
Who learned you? Your grandma?
It ain't about who learned me. It's just
who learned you?
No, it's just everything has steps to it. You know what I mean? And if we want to do it the right way, we're gonna do it the right way.
Ain't no real wives. Ain't no more real wives.
That's
out
it.
Here,
like we're not cutting the corner. Well, we can do it like then come double back around. No,
I am from
exactly.
Detroit. I like to bend the corner a little bit.
Yeah, no, I'm a straight shooter,
Just
baby.
a little bit.
No chaser. Straight up and down.
So being married 23 years, how many kids do y'all have together?
4.
4 kids.
Oh,
Now that's a lot. Now having a business, having a wife, having 4 kids. How much opinion did you give your kids growing up?
Say that again.
How much opinion did your kids have growing up, or did it was just like, because it seemed like you on a strict schedule, like we got to do this.
Well, we had our rules and things, but opinion-wise, they could. They were open. I had a schedule, but my schedule was kind of worked around them.
Yeah.
Because I was the one, because right now, my gym was always closed between 12 and 4. And everybody always asked me why. That was the time I had to go pick up the kids from school and everything.
Right.
So that was the time I picked them up and did what we had to do, made sure they ate. Then I went back to the gym once I got them settled, or they went back to the gym with me. So the gym kind of operated around them a little bit.
It makes sense.
It kind of operated. My hours have been set around them over the years, and just now that I don't have to do it, it's just that's my way of living now.
Yeah,
so,
right.
That's amazing.
Makes sense.
Right. You know
That's
what?
amazing.
And it's crazy how you kept that that schedule, even though you don't have to be on that schedule. You know what I mean? Because as soon as my kids got out of there, my schedule was I could do whatever I wanted to.
Yeah.
I ain't got to pick nobody up from school. I got the whole day to myself.
I refuse to train between 12 and 4.
Okay.
And that's been like that. 30 years, something like that. I refuse to train.
And now that's become your personal.
That's my personal time. I take a nap, eat lunch, whatever I want to do.
Right.
Go pay bills. And a lot of people ask, can I train at 1 o'clock? No. People walk in at 3:45. We're not open to 4. I will lay there on that couch and won't open that door.
I know that right. My hours are.
Yep. So
that's important.
Ain't no changing.
So I will never train at those times ever, even though, I don't have I spend a lot of people know I spend a lot of time with my grandson. So,
How old is your grandson?
He's 5.
That is the perfect age.
Everybody in the family know Granddad is free from what time?
12 to 4. Like, you want to go, Granddaddy?
Yeah, 12 to 4. Granddad, you want to call him now. That's the schedule.
So we are Superfood Detroit, which is an herbal supplement company. And I would like to know, how could we incorporate our herbs?
We have talked back and forth.
Because I'm just trying to plug the plug.
He keep on saying that we was going to get together and try to get that done. Because a lot of the stuff that y'all have, I physically use.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Black seed oil, I'm big on that. I've been wanting to try elderberry. I just haven't got around to it.
I meant to bring all that today.
Elderberries grow wild in Detroit. Y'all know that?
I didn't know that. Where?
They don't.
Yes, it do.
You eat some berries that ain't.
No, it's not grapes. Elderberries. If you pay attention, I didn't realize until my brother. He's big on herbs and all of that type natural way of living.
So tell your brother to give me some elderberries.
That stuff grows wild in Michigan. Literally, it be growing in your backyard and you don't even know it.
I got a car cap on that one till I see.
I'm serious. Elderberry.
There's some other ones that grow, but I don't think this is even the climate that'll grow that.
What?
I mean, we only get a certain amount of warm temperatures.
Man, elderberries be in your backyard growing, just straight up.
We'll have to talk to your brother.
We'll
talk to your brother.
Anyway, back to what you were saying.
I was just saying, but elderberries.
We have talked about this before. We've exchanged.
He has not followed through.
Oh, see, now we speaking truth. Amen.
All right, I guess I'll take that.
Okay.
I guess I'll take that.
Because I'm there.
But a
lot of our clients do. They see Moss. They love that.
Yeah,
all he got to do is connect, and we make it happen.
A
Okay,
lot of
so now
times
that you
when we
said
did
that-
talk, we kind of like went out of town. Then I'd be like, damn. See, I don't
Yeah.
like to just show up after.
'Cause I was thinking to myself, like-
reintroduce it all over again.
How he ain't got the
Exactly.
herbs in the gym.
But we have talked about it, so that's definitely coming soon. You're definitely gonna see it coming soon.
So I'm gonna set up a meeting because that's what I do.
That's what she did.
Okay, I make it happen,
Let's get to the
Captain.
money, huh?
Oh man. Any other questions you got on it?
That was my last question because that's what I wanted to know.
So let me ask this is a question that we ask a lot of people. What do you value, money or time?
Time.
He said that quick.
Right.
Time. My time means a lot to me. I hate my time being wasted.
Yeah.
True.
Because if my time being used like valuable, I'll make that money.
Mm-hmm.
So if you waste my time, which I've had a lot of my time wasted.
Okay.
So now that's why I'm a
Can't
better
get it back.
businessman, because I'm not letting people waste my time now. So if I keep my time condensed, I can make more money if I condense that time. I had a range where I was wasting time, where I'm losing money. I'm wasting
Exactly.
my damn time. So now I have windows now. This is where you get in. So now my time is important. If you're not in this time window,
Yeah.
you don't get no grizzly shit.
Yeah.
Once you're on this window,
I know that's right.
So
I see him
no
say,
time.
I locked the door. It started at 4. Door locked at 4. I'm like, damn, he ain't gonna let him in? He gonna leave the money outside?
Yeah, it's
Listen.
like that.
I feel the same way though. Like that's a big deal to me, especially if we say we're gonna be doing this from this to this, and then you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
don't
say
waste-
people walk in at 12:00, come to the gym at 12:01. We closed, bruh. But I drove up. Sorry.
But you're
I
not
put
on
my
the
backpack
you're not
on.
on the time.
Yeah, well,
And you expect me to stop what I'm doing to get on your
come
schedule.
at 11:30.
That don't make
I
sense.
was like, you're not coming at 11:30. Sorry.
Makes no sense.
See you at 4.
Yeah.
Think it's a game. It's
Yeah.
not. Don't play with us.
And a lot of
It is
people know
what it
that. People know it. If anybody asks, they know I'm a stickler about time.
Me too.
You know, and some people get like, now I incorporate if you late, it's $10.
Yeah, when you
And now
start
they
doing
say-
that.
But now they're like, what's a grace period? I don't have a grace period. 4-1, you're late.
Right.
It just is what it is.
Come get this work.
Yeah.
My mother said if you on time, you late. And if
Time
you
over
15
money.
minutes ahead of time, that's on time.
That's a T-shirt. Time over money.
She didn't play that. She's like, no, that's what time you're supposed to be ready to do whatever you're supposed to do. So you have to be there 15 minutes prior. I used to hate that.
That's why I brought wine.
So we don't live
Just
by
in case
that-
if you was
we don't
late.
live by that creed. I'm with them other people. What's the grace period?
Ain't no grace period.
There's
Ain't no grace period. You late.
I had to drop my sons
late.
off at the other place.
He
but-
gonna be
You
like,
late, goddamn it.
I always
But
tell
you know
people,
what?
that's personal. I'm like, your personal problems are not mine.
Yeah.
Because I have my own personal issues
Right.
that I don't put on you.
Right.
Which is true.
oh, God.
But they make him respect it more. You know what I mean? Like you know what time it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said
Absolutely.
it earlier, to lead the orchestra, you got to turn your back on the audience. And every time they come to the door at 12:01, he turned his back right there.
Shit,
You
I'll
really
turn
think
my
you
back.
doing
I'll put
these
my
clothes?
back and walk out in front. I'm like, Theo.
I can't believe he just walked out of here on me.
Man, so I want to know, too, this is an offbeat question, and I want to know, give me one conspiracy theory that Huff believes.
Oh, Lord.
Well, it's a lot of shit that I do believe in. That's
You
all
looking at the
I'm-
one that's gonna not make him look crazy. Like,
Well, it's a lot of people already think I'm crazy, so I'm used to that one. A lot of people think I'm crazy, so wow, that's a good one. I believe that. Well, I believe a lot of people believe that. I believe COVID was planted.
Okay.
I believe that's the pandemic. That's what it was. In the pandemic, it was a pandemic.
I think all guests that I've asked that have all said the
I believe that too. That's
Yeah.
There's nothing that big can happen to the whole world like that.
yeah. I
Everybody was
believe
trying
so.
to blame it. It was just, I'm like, y'all not understanding. It's everywhere.
Right.
It's not just here.
Yeah, it's
Right.
everywhere.
It's everywhere. So a lot of people here didn't understand that. They thought it was just here. I'm like, no, it's everywhere.
It's the whole
Yeah,
world.
It's
literally.
like you not
I've
understanding.
never seen nothing like this.
Me either. That's why I know it was planted.
Yeah, it's the whole world. So that's I believe that too. I put a ring on that. Did you
Yeah,
put a ring on
we
that?
believe that.
I'm just saying. Thank you.
Yeah.
I believe that too.
I think that's true.
That's what's up. What's your question on it?
we kind of touched on it already about opening up another gym because you said it's not going to be you.
Yep.
That's the trainer, teacher.
I don't want to be franchised.
You don't want to be franchised.
No.
Yeah, you're gonna have to be like what's his name? That Reverend.
Oh, Ken Lott.
Yeah,
Going
be
to
like
all the
Ken
different-
Lott. You got to be at all the
Yeah,
gyms.
see, that ain't going to work. 15 minutes
Right.
ain't enough time.
I wouldn't mind having satellite places where I come sometimes to train, but it's not open every day. It's when I come there, it's
Okay,
open.
it's open.
Yeah,
okay.
that's
I can do that. Say I have a spot in Atlanta, but when I'm in Atlanta, it's only open when I'm
When you're
there.
there.
You're there.
So
yeah.
like say every 2 weeks I'm doing this here, and it's not like it's P80 running without me. I don't,
Right,
I don't
right,
want that.
right.
Do you guys do like virtual classes?
Oh yo, when the pandemic hit, man, I made so much money.
Really? So that,
Virtual
I mean, because everybody was at home, so they ain't had nowhere to
Man,
go.
I'm telling you, I rolled out of the bed to 100 people online every day,
That's
multiple
what's
times
up.
a day. Multiple times a
Wow.
day, and I cut
Paying
all.
people.
And what I did, I cut all the prices. I charged everybody just $100 a month, and you could just come online and train.
Whenever
And
you
I
want
did the links. I send all the links out every
that's
day.
dope.
I was probably training 4 or 5 times. I had all the set times where I did it at 7, 10, no 7, 9, 11.
12 to 4 break.
Did some one-on-ones. I did some one-on-ones, and then I had my regular my classes that I've been teaching over 20 years, like kickboxing, total body boot camp. I've been teaching them classes like 20 years.
Question. So did that bring you more clients?
Going
Via, going virtual?
Well, I think that's where that sense of loyalty that came in. All the people that just say I'm not training anymore, all my people jumped right online.
Okay.
But I did something different. I was that dude that was in the store fighting for dumbbells, dropping them off at people's houses when finding
Oh, there
equipment.
wasn't no weights. It
And
wasn't nothing out there to work out with.
But I had all the plugs of all the people. Coach, we got dumbbells. I'm holding these for you. Get here.
Wow.
So I went out and spent my own money, hoping I get my money back. This time, sounds I spent $1,000 on dumbbells. My wife looking
Yeah.
at me like, I'm gonna get it back.
Right.
That's like $1, $2 a pound.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
so-
was like $2 a pound.
You had people
Yeah, that's
asking for 50-pound dumbbells, 20-pound dumbbells. My clients will tell you, I went out and shopped and got every piece of equipment they needed.
You was the one getting all the dumbbells. I couldn't find nothing.
Or I loaned some of my dumbbells out, and
Yeah.
I
to my
did too.
the people that been around me.
Right.
Well, you
I
can
just
hold
got
them-
mine back.
You can hold
Yeah,
them
I
until
was
we
supposed to
open
say
back
that.
up. But once we open back up, only certain people got those. So,
Right.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I just got my dumbbells back from 2020.
That's why I'm
Man,
like,
I thought.
why is you giving people your stuff, bro?
Listen, you couldn't find nothing in the pandemic. It wasn't no sport.
It wasn't no bikes, it wasn't nothing.
Dunham's wasn't selling nothing. Nothing.
And guess
You
what?
couldn't even get a kettlebell.
Everybody
dumbbells.
is selling that stuff like crazy. Everybody
Right.
try to get a Peloton. That shit took forever to get.
Yeah.
And every person that bought a Peloton is trying to sell it, knowing damn well that
Don't nobody
many
want
people work out. Well, since I'm gonna be home, I'm gonna work out.
Yeah,
That's
you
a
wouldn't want
lie.
to work out. Yeah, because you buy
Exactly.
equipment and you just let it collect
And
dust.
that damn
It's a-
thing
it's a
like
rack.
$4,000.
I did that. I did that with that the bicycle that had the fan for the front wheel.
My mama got that one too.
I've been sat there forever.
It's a clothes rack.
A clothes rack, yeah.
Hanging towels and everything else.
I sat there
Terrible.
forever.
Let me ask you this one question. I'm starting to phase it out, but I want to know your answer on it. What's your opinion on Jada Pinkett Smith?
I knew he was going to. I thought he wasn't going to ask you.
I don't pay her much attention like that.
Please, thank you.
I don't pay her much.
Thank you.
I don't pay her much attention like that.
Period.
I just feel she didn't for all what she wasn't standing up for him. She just didn't stand up for him.
just
So
one thing.
and it just seemed like you whack, and
Yeah.
like, you can.
This-
I'm straight on you.
The only, that's the
Straight
only
on
thing
you.
you can say is your wife wouldn't do no shit like that. That's
No.
it. Like my
Right.
wife wouldn't do no.
wife. She
Yeah, not a
shouldn't be
wife.
a wife
Like
no more.
yeah, you
Yeah.
You get your wife card ticket for all them type of shit.
for
You
real.
good.
Man,
Don't
she
do no
playing
shit
my
like
boy.
that.
Man.
Don't do no shit.
All right, we almost getting to the end. So let me hop into this trivia question. You know what I'm saying? I got 3 questions for you. We do a game every
I'm not
show.
good with trivia, but I try.
But
Okay.
it's about Michigan or Detroit history.
See.
So
Look, you like,
we gonna
eh?
go with that. And so I ask you 3 questions. You get 2 out of the 3 right, you win the game. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go from there. Y'all ready? All right. This the first question. It's a multiple choice too. So Crunk Training Facility opened in the basement of the oldest rec center in Detroit in what year? 1910, 1920, or 1930?
That's tough. I would go with the later year, 1930.
1930. Final answer.
Yeah, because I really don't know. So I go with 30.
1920 is when Crunk opened.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You're going to give him gym questions, too.
Well, you got to kind of relate them.
Okay,
that was
that's
Gym,
a good
Crunk Gym. You know, it made popular in the 70s.
Yeah, that's
I didn't know that.
So that's why I went with the later date because it got popular much later.
Yeah.
They opened it right after World War I when all of the servicemen start coming home.
And that's why I said
that was
1930.
training. Yeah, that was the training back in the day. You know, they used to box for training. If you ever watch Captain America and all that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same type of thing. So, all right, that's one down. Let me get the next one. Oh, this one is a Hillsdale question.
Okay.
All right. What's the last player to be drafted out of Hillsdale College?
To be drafted, the lineman.
Yeah, the lineman.
He's a lineman. He's in Grand Rapids right now because I just did a camp at Hillsdale. Big tall, well, I can't say big tall white dude because everybody white up there.
Right.
I can't pronounce. I'm gonna pronounce his name right, Jared.